Yeah, the gods had made sure I earned that money. So the gods made sure that I earned a certain amount of money. So the gods had to sit and struggle and struggle and struggle. And they had really only put $200. Oh, it looks like some of the hair dye is still there. They had only put like $200 for my hair to get done, and the lady charged $300. So it was kind of really painful when you're a poor person, but like you can't change life after all is said and done. You can't change life, but this was kind of cool. I know it's kind of weird because like when you're a poor person, you should really just fixate on money and paying bills. But like I said, this wasn't really, I wouldn't count this as my money if a bunch of gods struggled for me to have extra money just for some purpose that they wanted. So I put it in. I put a $200 offering in because that was their basic offering. And then the 100, I put an extra 100 offering that they had not anticipated. So I put in their total $300 because I'm God. Desire to be a bunch of gods joining together to just worship and honor me. You'd be amazed how much wealth they got from my powers. They got a ton of wealth from my powers. And I was like, well, we should still teach poor people, though, not to waste money when gods say. Like, I struggled with the example on this. So gods were spoiling me because it's the holidays. And the only thing they can give me is some nice hair where my hair's all dyed in because it was getting so gray everywhere. And that's all they can give me is some little love or gift or offering. But if I was going to be the example in front of the world, I'd want the gods to make sure the person has a lot of money in general, and then maybe use a specific amount of money for something specific. So that didn't go perfect because the gods really should be like the bigger example of paying the bills and helping poverty. And then the beauty of a nice Christmas present or some little luxury. But we can work on the example set before man. And we can just explain through my queen to everybody's brain that, God's just really wanted to honor me in some way. And poverty just doesn't end when people are sitting on your technology and controlling money and stealing money right out of bank accounts and stuff. In fact, a 7-Eleven stole $800 from me in the United States is the reason that it happened. The United States used that weird shit they put in my fake brain to make me not get a receipt about an $800 payment, and the payment never went through because the person stole the money. And I was like, boy, you don't want to be like the United States. That's unlimited death per speck of a penny. There are unlimited specks within one penny. Boy, $800 is a lot of pennies. That's a lot of death. That's not worth it. So I went to look at what happened to that 7-Eleven person that stole $800 and wanted to laugh that I must be some fucking retard. No. And guess what? All of you have the same scary thing in your brains and in your spines that force you to just give away money, forget to get receipts, all kind of stuff that will just fuck you guys over. And you won't even realize that they're doing it. I just happen to be a god, so I know that they were doing it because it's not really a real brain anyway. But I had to struggle with them controlling the fake brain while fucking up my real spiritual self that they kept killing. And so my spiritual self kept getting killed and suffering, while this kept getting all fucked up, and it just didn't always go good. But, think about it. Unlimited purse back, and that's how many pennies. Oh, gosh. So I went and looked. You never want to be a lot of these people. I swear you never want to be a lot of these people. They are so in their soul dead, and they know it so badly. You never want to be these people. But I thought, well, I want to find out the equivalent of this $300 offering from the gods. Although when a god gives you money, they're going to get more from your powers because they're gods. So it was like, I want to figure out if somebody gave me like $100, what would my powers do for them? So we analyzed that about $100 of the gods' offering pretty much made them drown in like an ocean of a heaven they have never even known how to create. So about $100 of that offering that they gave to me for this hair, and they were drowning in a very wealthy, lavish, spoiled heaven they could not fathom how to build themselves or have themselves or give to themselves. And so far, it's still lasting, so it lasts for, I don't know, I'll tell you guys how many days. And that's about the $100 one. And after that, we figured out that the next 100 seems to make their powers and their strength kind of beyond what any god could boost them or give them. And then the third 100 seems to be overloading like the whole atmosphere of them and their heaven. So boy, it's really lavish, expensive stuff. I mean, it's only $300. I mean, I know it's an offering of monumental good gods towards a monumental dead god. That's quite a payoff. So, I mean, I haven't ever gotten a worship dollar or anything else, but if I do, I'm starting to think, if I ever do get a dollar or more on this planet where they are just giving me $1 or more because I am God, I think it's going to become a very lavish, wealthy moment. So this is going to be kind of more exciting than I thought. I was just excited to see if my power of God powers would just make something nicer at their houses and their lives. Because that's the fun of giving something to Jesus, is the answer of Jesus's power to your offering to him. So, I don't know what $1 or more is going to do, but it's going to be very exciting to see.